Hello everyone, let's hook this bear together today. I use a 2.0 hook for this bear, and then 4 strands. Its size is about 10 cm. Okay, next, let's do the hook ruler according to the professor.
We must first hook and straighten the bear's head. In it, I use a multicolored thread. The head uses a ring-shaped needle. Let's look at the way the ring-shaped needle is raised. First, hold the thread head with your right hand, left hand, thumb winding, 10-finger threading, and wind it around the middle finger. When we wind it, this thread head must have one end reserved, and then the big membrane refers to the position where the lines cross. We take out the crochet. First we have to hook a hook. Look at the hook method of the hook. The hook is penetrated into the coil. There is now a coil on the hook. We have to adjust the line with the index finger to tighten. Then we have to use the hook to tighten the line. Let the line take the hook above the line. Turn the hook. Then we bring the line over the first coil above the hook. At this time we have to organize and tighten this line, then the line on the hook, then the hook. Do not tighten the coil too much. This can be a standing needle. Next we start hooking. 6 short stitches from the first loop. Let's take a look at the crochet method for short stitches. First, the crochet penetrates the winding coil and pulls the wire over. Slightly higher. There are now 2 coils on the crochet. Let's go around the wire and pull through these 2 coils. Here, there's a V shape. This is called acupuncture. Let's take a look. What about this needle? The shape of the 2-line V word. Novice classmates try to take out the marking buckle and hang a mark on the position of the first needle. After that, we will continue to hook and braid. Turn short needle. When the crochet penetrates into our hook, the thumb must be pressed into this thread. Pull the cord over. Slightly higher. If the line is not tied properly, we're going to hang it up again. Now there are 2 coils on the crochet. Pulled over 2 coils. This is the second needle, the third needle, 123. So we're done with 6 short stitches. This is the position of the first needle. 3, 4, 5, 6. We're on the needle socket of the last needle. Hang a marker buckle and mark it. Next, we need to tighten the wire head and tighten the coil. Then just put the line right behind you. We're going to hook up a pull needle. Take off the mark of the first stitch. We place our thumb under this stitch crochet through the first stitch position, which is the 2 threads of this 4. Pull the thread over, pull the thread through the needle, and pull the coil on the composition, this. We need to tidy it up and tighten it. Then hook the chain stitch. Chain stitch is to directly wind the wire through the coil. The chain stitch can be slightly loosened. We should tighten it when we hook the slip stitch, loosen the needle a little, and then we will hook the second turn. The rule of the second circle is 6 sets of needles, hooking 2 single crochets in each needle, and we are the first to stitch into the needle. The location is here where the needle has just been pulled out. If novice students can't find it, we can count back from the last stitch, because we are the first lap. There are a total of 6 stitches, so there are 6 V-shaped stitches. Here are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then here. Let's get the needle from here. First hook a single crochet, and let's give it the first stitch of the second turn. Hang the marker buckle and mark it, and then re-enter the needle and hook a single crochet, so that we are the same. The needle hooks 2 single crochets, which is a set of additional stitches, and we need to pay attention to the slip stitch and chain stitch. The 2 of them will form 2 stitches, here and here. These 2 stitches do not count as stitches, and there is no need to crochet on them. Next, we come to the second needle position. We are here, also hooking 2 single crochets and 1 single crochet, and then still inserting the needle here. Hook another single crochet, this is the second set of needles, and then the third set. Single crochet, plus 1 needle, group 4. Single crochet, plus 1 stitch, 5th group, single crochet, plus needle, last stitch. The 6th set, single crochet, added another stitch so that we finished the hook on the second lap. After the second hook, there are 12 needles. It is the last stitch from the register buckle and then lost to the position of the first stitch, a total of 12 stitches. Next we are going to hook the slip stitch. From the position of the first needle, we pull the thread through the needle and then through the needle. The coil on top and then we tighten it again. Next, hook another chain stitch and pull it through the coil. Slip stitch, tighten the chain stitch coil, loosen it a little, because it is the stitch of the first stitch of the next round. Okay, let's start the third circle. The rule of the third circle is to cycle 6 groups, 1 single crochet and 1 needle, and the first stitch is in the first position. Where we just slipped the stitch into the needle, we put the stitch in from here, hooking a single crochet first. Then for the next stitch, we have to hook a set of needles, a single crochet, and add a stitch, and we use this as a group, circulating 6 sets. A single crochet. For the next stitch, we hook and add a single crochet. Add another stitch, the next set, first hook a single crochet, the next stitch, we hook single crochet, add needle, single crochet, add 1 needle. Single crochet, with needles, last group, 1 alone. Single crochet, the last stitch, we hook single crochet plus needle, single crochet, add another stitch, add to us. The third circle is finished, and after this circle is hooked, there are a total of 18 needles. Our rule of adding needles is to add 6 stitches per turn, and hang the marker buckle on the position of the last stitch. Then let's hook the slip stitch and chain stitch, and after each turn, we have to hook the slip stitch and chain stitch. If you tighten it, there won't be too many traces here. Then hook another chain stitch, and the chain stitch will loosen a little. Next, we continue to crochet the 4th loop, which is short, and loops through 6 sets all the way. 2 stitches plus 1 stitch, we have to disassemble the first group, and the first group is to disassemble it into a stitch at the beginning and a stitch at the end. One is broken separately, and the next stitch is to be hooked and needled. Single crochet, add a needle. After that, we can give it a number. 2 separate single crochets, 1 set with needles. 1.2, 2 separate single crochet, the next stitch hook plus needle, single crochet, plus needle. We do this to stagger the position of the needle to the next set 1. Two separate single crochets. Next stitch, let's hook and needle. Single crochet, next needle. 12 2 separate single crochets, the next stitch, hook and needle. One or two single crochet plus needles. One, 2 single crochet plus a needle, good last needle. We hook a single crochet. That's how we hooked up the fourth lap. After the fourth round is hooked, there are a total of 24 stitches. Let's hook a pull-out link with the first stitch. Tighten, hook another chain stitch. That's how we count laps. The center circle is the first, second, third, and fourth circles. Then look at each bulge from the side, which is a circle. Let's move on. Crochet the fifth lap. The law of the fifth lap is to cycle 6 groups of 3 short needles plus 1 needle. The first needle, we enter the needle. The first short needle, the next needle, the second short needle, the next needle, the third short needle. We are hooking up 3 short stitches, and then the next needle position, we want to hook up a set of plus stitches, short stitches, plus 1 stitch, we are in this way as a group, until the end of the cycle, the next position needle into the needle. One, 2, 3, short needle, plus needle. One, 2, 3, short needle, plus needle. One, 2, 3, short needle. Add needle, 12. Three, short needle, add the last group of needles. One, 2, 3, the last needle is a hook plus a short needle plus another needle. In this way, our fifth lap is completed, and after this lap is completed, it is total. There are 30 needles, and we come to a pull-out connection with the first needle hook. Tighten and hook another standing needle. This side is positive and this side is negative. You don't need to cut this thread. Next, let's continue with the regularity of crocheting the sixth lap, We can think of it as 4 stitches plus 1 stitch. We're going to take the first group apart and hook up the first 2 short stitches. 12, 2 short needles, next needle hook plus needle. After that we were all hooked up to 4 separate short stitches, 1 set plus stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, short needle, plus needle. One, 2, 3, 4, short needle, plus needle, 1, 2, 3, 4. Short needle, add needle, 1, 2, 3, 4, short needle, add needle. One, 2, 3, 4. Short needles, plus needles, and finally 2 needles. We are hooking 2 separate short needles. Hook 1 needle per needle. 1, 2, this is our 6th lap. Then the hook is over. After this circle is hooked, there are a total of 36 needles. Then the first needle hooks a pull-out connection. Tighten and hook another standing needle. Okay, let's continue to crochet the 7th lap. The law of the 7th lap is to cycle 6 groups of 5 short needles plus 1 needle. The first needle position, we put the needle from here, the first needle. Hang up the marking buckle and mark it, 1, 2, 3, 4. Five. After 5 short stitches are hooked, we need to hook a set of short stitches for the next stitch. Add 1 needle, take this as a group, and then cycle 6 groups, 1, 2, 3. 45, and then the next needle, we hook up the needle, short needle, and 1 more needle. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, short needle, plus needle. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Short stitches, plus 1 stitch, 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, short needles, plus needles, and the last set. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then, the last needle, we're going to hook up a set of stitches, short stitches, and 1 more stitch. In this way, we will have finished hooking the 7th lap. After this lap, there will be a total of 42 needles. Let's make a pull-out connection with the first needle hook, tighten it and then hook a standing needle, in our case, when the radian is relatively large. We can turn it over for everyone, turn it to the front and face outward for crocheting. The crocheting methods from the 8th lap to the 11th lap are the same. Each lap is 42 short needles without subtracting. We just need to hook a short needle corresponding to each needle, novice classmates. Be sure to hang the marking buckle on the first and last stitches. Then we have to count the number of stitches by hooking 2 circles to see if it corresponds to the number of stitches. Then each needle is hooked 1 needle, and after each loop of hooking, we must hook the extraction needle and the standing needle. The repetition here will no longer make a demonstration with everyone, and everyone will hook it up by themselves. So each lap is 42 stitches, and then we are. The 11th lap has also been hooked up, and this is the number of laps, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 here. 8th lap, okay. Lastly, everyone, keep hooking up the 11th lap. Here I have hooked the 11th lap, we continue to hook the 12th lap, 12 laps we are going to hook the cheek position, there are 2 places on the cheek needle. First of all, we hooked 13 individual short stitches. Be sure to count the points here, don't hook it wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1112. 13. After hooking up 13 individual short stitches, we need 5 sets of hooks and needles. First set of short needles, plus needles. Second set of short needles, plus needles. Third set of short needles, plus needles. The fourth group of short needles, plus needles. Group 5 short needles. Add needle. We hooked up 5 sets of stitches. Middle position after. We're going to hook up 6 separate short stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. After that, we hooked up another 5 groups plus needles. Group 1 plus needle group 2. Add needle group 3. Add needle group 4. Add needle group 5. Add needle. After 5 sets of hooks and needles, let's hook up another 13 individual short stitches to end this loop. Twelve. 13. How about this? We're done on lap 12. What happens after the circle is hooked? There are a total of 52 needles. Let's make a pull connection with the first needle hook. Pull tight enough for another standing needle. Standing needle loose a little. After that, our hooking methods from lap 13 to lap 17 are the same. Each lap is 52 short stitches without adding or subtracting, that is, we need to hook 1 stitch for each stitch. Going to the needle added position, we must be clear about the needle in each needle. Here, novice classmates, try to count them. The number of stitches in each lap corresponds to. Where there is no subtraction, people hook their own. No more repetitive presentations here. We've been hooking up lap 17. These laps in the middle are all 52 stitches. After each hook, be sure to hook the extraction needle and the standing needle. Where to add the needle? The needles are relatively small. Everyone must see clearly. After that, everyone crochet on their own. Here I have finished hooking the 52 short needles of the 17th lap, and then the pull-out needle and the stand-up needle have also been hooked. Let's continue crocheting the 18th lap. The 18th lap is that we want to add the 5 short needles before, and then the 5 groups will hook it into 5 groups of reduced needles. First of all, we need to hook 13 individual short needles, the position of the first needle into the needle. After we hooked up a short pin, we hung up the marking buckle to mark it, and then counted the dots 1,234. 56,789. 10,111,213, and then we're going to start hooking. The reduced needle is also called 2 needles and 1 needle. Let's first observe this V-shaped needle, which is composed of 2 threads. The thread inside is called the inner half needle. This wire outside is called the outer half needle. When we hook and reduce the needle, we need to pick 2 needles and combine them with the outer half needle. First of all, we put our hand in the position of the thread needle, 1, 2, 3, because this is the position of the next needle. Convenient for beginners to see clearly. First we crochet the needle from the side and pick a thread that is close to us. Then pull down, and pick up the outer half of the needle is also a thread. Side inlet needle for middle outlet needle. There will be a wire left inside, which is normal. There are now 3 coils on the crochet. Pull the wire over the 2 coils slowly. After that, there are 2 coils. We wind and pull again. This is the first group of reduced needles. We open the needle of this needle we pressed with our hands. Then to hook the next set of reduced needles, 1, 2, 3, we put our hands in the third needle position. The first outer half needle, we just need to pick a thread. Pull down the outer half of the next needle. Now there are 3 coils on the crochet. We slowly pull the wire over the first 2 coils, and then wind the wire over 2. This is the second group to reduce the needle. We must remember to hook up a few groups, and then the third group. Group 4, Group 5. Okay, now with 5 sets of reduced needles we're done hooking. We have 6 individual short needles spaced between us. 1. Our single short needle is to find the complete V-shaped needle line on both sides. Turned needle, 3, 4. (56) After the 6 stitches are hooked, we will start to hook 5 sets of stitches. Place your hand in the third needle position, Group 1. When we don't pick a good line, we have to pick a new line. Group 2. Group 3, Group 4. The 5th group, after we hooked up 5 groups of reduced needles, we finally hooked up 13 individual short needles. 123. 4,567. 891,011. 12, the last needle, the 13th needle, so we're done with the 18th lap. After this lap is hooked, there are 42 needles in total. Let's put a marker on the last stitch here and mark it. We have a small trick. It is when the needle is hooked down, the thread on our hand is slightly tightened, so the small hole with the reduced needle will be slightly smaller. Then let's pull out one needle with the first needle hook, tighten it, hook one more standing needle, and loosen it a little. Next, we start to hook the 19th lap, until the back of each lap is to hook the hands. The regularity of the 19th lap is to circulate 6 groups, 5 short needles and 1 reduced needle, and the first single short needle. Five. After hooking 5 short stitches, we will hook 1 group of reduced stitches. 1 outer half pin, 2 outer half pins, pull the thread over the first 2 coils and 2 more. Start hooking the next group. If you can't tell the position of the next needle, you can look at it sideways like this. There is no longer a complete needle in here. So here is the position of the next needle to be inserted. 1, 2, 3. $45. And then hook up a set of needle reductions. And then the next set, 1, 2, 3. $45. Then hook up a set of reduced needles. $12. $34. $5, and then hook up a set of reduced needles. $12. $345. Reduced needle, 1, 2, 3. $45. There are 2 needles left here. We take the tokens off. Hook a set of reduced needles so we're done with the 19th lap. After this loop, there are a total of 36 needles. We continue to hook, and the hands that subtract the needles must count to remove a few individual short needles that have been hooked in the middle. Be sure to hook while counting, and after the drawing needle and the standing needle are hooked, we continue to hook the 20th lap. On the 20th lap, we can understand that it is a set of reduced needles that are hooked at intervals of 4 needles, and the first set is disassembled. First, the hook is 2 short needles and 1 reduced needle. This circle will end up with 2 separate short needles, 1, 2. After 2 short stitches, let's hook up a group of reduced stitches. In the middle is 4 short stitches and 1 reduced stitch. 1234 Needle reduction. (1234) Reduced needle 12. (34) Needle reduction. (1234) Reduced needle 1, 2, 3. (4) Needle reduction. We have 2 stitches left after this stitch reduction. Let's take a look at the last stitch and the penultimate stitch. Hook 2 separate short stitches. In this way, the 20th lap will be hooked, and there will be a total of 30 needles after hooking. Let's draw a connection with the first needle hook, and then hook a standing needle. Next, we continue to hook the 21st lap, and the rule of the 21st lap is to cycle 6 groups. 3 short needles and 1 reduced needle. (123) Next we're going to hook the needle. Through 3 separate short needles, we picked the outer half needle and the outer half needle of the 2 needles, pull the wire over the first 2 coils. After winding 2 more, continue to the next set, 1, 2, when we normally hook the short needle. Is to pick the 2 threads of the V-shaped needle, and only pick 1 thread of the V-shaped needle when the needle is hooked down. We must count clearly when we hook, otherwise we may not know what to hook for the next needle. 1, 2, 3, reduce the needle. Then 12, the third needle, the next needle hook, a set of reduced needles, 1, 2. Pick 2 outer half needles and continue. (123) Reduced needle 12. (3) Needle reduction. (123) Needle reduction. There are also 2 needle eyes. You take the marker buckle off and hook a set of reduced needles. In this way, we finished hooking on the 21st lap, and after this lap, there were 24 needles in total. Pull tight and hook another standing needle. We can add some filling cotton to it at this time, and lengthen the coil a little. Put it on the side and fill it with as much cotton as you can. Turn both cheeks down. The cheeks should be filled, just use your hand to stick it in. After loading the filling cotton, we tidy up the coils. Place the crochet and tighten. On the 20-turned lap, we need to hook 12 sets of reduced needles, and we only pick the outer half needle to hook. 1, 2, 2 outside half an hour, pull the wire over the first 2 coils and let the wire pull over 2. This is the first needle, the second set. In the third group, if the thread is not selected properly when picking the thread, we must quit and pick again. Group 4. Group 5. Group 6, Group 7. Group 8. Group 9. Ten. Eleven, and the last two needles. Let's hook up a group of reduced needles, 12th group. After this circle is hooked, there are a total of 12 needles. Let's pull out a connection with the first pin hook. When the hook is pulled out, the complete V-shaped pin is selected. 2 wires. Pull tight and hook up a standing needle. If you need to fill it with cotton, you can also add some to it here. Then let's continue crocheting lap 23. The 23rd lap is the hook 6 groups of reduced needles, 1, 2. The first group, the second group. Group 3. Group 4. The 5th group, and the last group, we take the mark off and there are 2 stitches here. The 6th group, so that our head is hooked to the first needle, hook a pull connection. The pull-out link is to pick 2 threads of the complete V-shaped needle, pull them over and hook a standing needle, and tighten the standing needle a little. Here we have to leave a line of about 10 centimeters, pull it over, when you need to fill it with cotton. You can add a little more while you're here. Because there is no way to add it after sealing, our mouth is a little small, and we need to slowly stuff it in. When plugging, be sure not to cut the thread. Be careful. Then take a look, tidy up, it has a cheek on both sides, and then the middle can be recessed into it. In this way, it is cute. If there is less filled cotton, you can add more. Or according to your own preferences, you can add more if you like the fuller. I like to squeeze a little less, and I personally prefer to add more filled cotton. Therese. Adjust it. After adding it, let's take out the suture needle and close it. When we closed the mouth, we only picked the outer half of the needle, the outer half of each needle we have. Give it a pick. Then we slowly tighten the line. Just press and pull and sew next to it. Hide the wire inside, there will be a trace of drawing the needle. Think of this as the back. We try to let the line come out of the back, cut, and be sure to pay attention when cutting. Do not cut it to where we hook it and rub it so that the head is hooked.